Hi, Francis. Welcome. Hello. Welcome into the live. Happy Wednesday. If it's Wednesday, still wherever you are. And I'm glad that you could join me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What are you up to? Hey, Key Kitchen. How you doing? Welcome. Hey, Annie. Welcome into the live, everybody. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Happy Hump Day. How are you guys doing? Y'all, I had on shorts and a sports bra. So I had to throw on a shirt because y'all know how they get on here. I had to tape a thumbnail. So I had to throw on a shirt, y'all. I'm not matching. Look. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, Key Kitchen. Happy Wednesday, Annie. Yes, I'm not matching, but it doesn't matter. When you're walking for health, it doesn't matter. Thank you, Key Kitchen. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, everybody, please hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed. Hold down my doorbell, better known as the YouTube notification bell, so that you'll be notified the next time I do a Let's Walk and Talk live. We're just walking and talking. We're walking and talking. We're talking about whatever you guys want to talk about, as long as it's positive and uplifting. Thank you, Francis. Francis, get up and move with me. I don't know where you are or what you're doing, but I hope that you've gotten 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes today, of some type of cardio exercise. Thank you, Francis. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I just got done exercising, so I'm cooling down. And I'm glad to have you, Annie, and Key Kitchen in the live. I appreciate you ladies for coming through. And Francis, I'm sorry. Francis could be a lady or a man. So I hope that you're a lady because I said she. Let me know if you're a young lady or a young man so I can get it right. But anyway, I thank you for coming into the live. So it's hump day, y'all. How's the week been going so far? What you guys been up to? Annie, how's college? How's your daughter doing? You're a man, Francis. I figured that but I didn't want to assume because, I'm like, okay, Francis. I think that's the way a man would spell it. But before I thought, I was like, but I think a woman would spell it Frances. I may be wrong. It may be either way. But thank you for telling me and thank you for not being offended because I did not mean to offend you. She's doing good, Annie. That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that because that first year, that freshman year of college, ooh, it goes by so fast. Thank you, Francis. I appreciate that. Actually, it's kind of like it's like high school as far as it flies by, but it's totally different. It's totally different because high school you still have to most times unless you're doing like a job corps or something like a not a job corps but like a what is it called when you're in high school and you can like you work half the day and you go to school half the day, or you may have so few classes needed that you can actually work and not even go to school for like only one class or so. But anyway, it's like when you get into college, you don't have to be up at 8 o'clock every morning, you know, as long as you can get the great classes. Now, as freshmen typically have to wait to get the really groovy classes like 10 a.m., 1 p.m., even 11 a.m. is a good time, right before lunch. You usually get out of there like 12:15. You can catch you a lunch, be back in class at like 1:30. So yeah, that's the good time. When you're in college, your freshman year, if you can get some great classes at a great time, it's a lot different in high school in that way because you don't have to be there at 8 o'clock. Hold on, y'all. I gotta see what they're gonna do with this dog. because this one is strange. I haven't seen this one before. So you don't have to be there at 8 o'clock. You can be there at 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, whatever. So if she looked up and she got yes, yes, Francis. Hey, Joshua. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Joshua. You know, you can be there like whatever time, but now sometimes, hold on a second. Hold on, yeah. Oh, okay. Um, Thank you. I don't know. He don't know me. He don't know me. He might be mad. Thank you. Yeah, I had to pause. Y'all had to pause. I have never seen that dog before, and he is huge. Yeah, he's huge. He's playing. He's playful, but he doesn't know me. He doesn't know me, and I don't know him. At least the other little dogs, they know me. Even the one that comes up to me and yaps at my feet, y'all. At least he knows me. I've never seen that. That dog is huge. He was a Doberman, and I'm like, you want to get him or not? Because I'm like standing there waiting for him to get him, but y'all, guess what? The dog paid me no attention. That particular dog paid me no attention. Yes, Francis, an internship. I think with high school they call it something else. Like I cannot remember, but that's basically what it is. But you get paid, and you don't have to be. You're not limited as far as to like which jobs that you get. But when you're in college that first freshman year, that's when sometimes you put on the extra weight. What do they call it? The college spread, the freshman spread, or something like that. Now, everybody doesn't get that. Everybody doesn't get that because they are still young and their metabolism is high. So everybody doesn't get it, especially if they're still like, really active and stuff. And it says she has a job interview tomorrow. Okay, job interview tomorrow. I told her to get something in the library. I don't want work interfering with her. Exactly, exactly. Good advice, Annie. That's good advice. Hey, cool gamer. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome into the live, cool gamer. It's Wednesday, y'all. It's Wednesday. I don't know what your day has been like. Work, study. Yes, 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 yes. When you have a job in college, the best jobs are the campus jobs. Get in the computer lab, get into the library. They have some paid jobs where you can tutor, you know, certain classes. I'm not, colleges are different. Colleges and universities are different. I was about to say, I don't know if you can be paid as a tutor your freshman year, but hey, you can always be paid. Um, you don't have to tutor other college kids. You can tutor local high school kids or, anyone who's having problems in the area that you specialize in or that you're really great in. But yes, um, if you're in the library, that's good because you can study while you work. There's not much to do in the library as long as everybody's doing their own thing. Hello, it's not much to do. So yes, you can definitely study in the library and in the computer lab. Those are the best two jobs. And then, as you get further in your education, as far as like I think junior, senior year, maybe you can be like a TA, teacher's assistant, or it may not really be based on, well, it is based on classification. I was about to say maybe it's not so much based on classification, but maybe just based on the number of hours. But typically, your classification is based on your number of hours because you have some people who've been in school for 3 years and they're still sophomores. You have some who've been in school 2 years and they've taken loads of classes every semester and they can technically be classified as juniors. So yeah, I think it matters for some of the jobs. But I'm so glad she has an interview. We're wishing her luck everyone wish Annie's daughter luck on her interview tomorrow, and she's going to do well. She's going to do well. Y'all have to be careful which way I walk. It's like all of these pets are out lately, and they're supposed to be on leashes, but of course, we talked about that one time. People not following rules. You're welcome, Annie. Thank you again, Cool Gamer. Thank you, Francis, for coming in. You haven't dropped down before, and I do appreciate it. I appreciate you coming in, and Joshua Gabriel. Thank you. You guys go check out the content creators in this chat. I don't know if Francis is a content creator, but I know that Joshua is, and I know that Cool Gamer is. So please go over there and support and subscribe to them. Miss Key Kitchen is. I forgot Miss Key Kitchen came in here. She was the second person. So please go check out Miss Key Kitchen. She cooks a lot of good stuff over there. She comes on, she uploads a video. Yeah, she'll upload a video and she's right to the point. She's straight to the point. So please go over there and support Miss Key Kitchen. And she also does like nighttime lives, kind of like relaxation to me. She does those nighttime relaxation type lives. The ones I used to do, I haven't done them in a while, but usually when I do it, it's like rain sounds, ocean sounds. I love those sounds. Those are my two favorite sounds. Ocean is number one, the rain is number two, and I love, love, love those sounds. They're relaxing, they're calming, and they just give you an opportunity to help you to unwind. So most people can get into that. Hey, Sonya. Sonya says, hey, Lance Pride and chat. Hello, 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 Sonya. Hello. Welcome into the live. Yeah, my phone, the charge is low on my phone. So, but I think we're going to do good. I think we're going to make it. I've been on here for 13 minutes. I want to at least do 30 minutes. And I think we're going to make it. I think we're going to get it. Yeah, let me show you something. Look, I brought this just in case. I don't know if you guys, this is a charger, y'all. It's a fan. You see that USB port? It's a fan and a charger. And actually, sometimes when you buy these little chargers like this from stores or offline, they don't work really well. But I guess it just depends on the supplier. Because this thing here is, yeah, I've been using this. It hasn't been as hot or, lately, but this is so handy. It's so handy. It's a fan and it's a charger. And it has two speeds. It has two speeds, y'all. So it just does like that. You just close it in and make sure nothing's stuck. And it just closes. It closes. And I love it. Like sometimes it's the small things, y'all. The small and simple things that make things so much easier and so convenient. My daughter found that and she bought a few of them and they're so convenient. Like they're so convenient. Like, and it was, it's starting to get dark earlier, but I'm in a safe environment. And sometimes, it even has a little light on it, y'all. I turn my phone light on, but it has a light on it. I'm trying to make sure it's closed, but it has a flashlight on it. And I was like, what? It has a lot. People make these little gadgets nowadays, and I'm telling you, I know, right, Annie? I was like, when she came in the room and she said, hey, I got this for you, mama. So when you're walking, if you get too hot, she said, it may not provide a lot of air, but it'll provide some. And y'all, when I tell you, it feels so good. It has two speeds on it. And that little thing feels good. And it has a little pin light on it. You just put it on your wrist and go. Phone gets low, Got a little small USB cord that goes to it, and you just charge it. Yeah, I use it to charge everything. I charge more than just my phone. Oh my gosh, Sonya. It was another brand new dog, another one. He was a Doberman. This one was big. This one was big. But I got my mace. My pockets are filled tonight. I have my mace. I have my my taser. I have my mace and my taser because I don't want to do anything to him to hurt him. I just want to make sure he doesn't hurt me. But the owners were outside. The dogs are supposed to be on a leash. We're in the city limits where I am, and the dogs are supposed to be on leashes. But people are people. People don't do right. So they didn't have him on a leash, just like the other little dog. He wasn't on a leash. But this time, Sonya, that dog wouldn't pay me any attention. I'm like, this is the city. This is the city limits. The dog is supposed to be on a leash. Report your dog. I report you. I'm telling you, I'm gonna report it because I should be able to walk without your dog. Yeah, these people be crazy. They do wrong and they don't want you to tell on them. I'm not gonna tell on you until it starts to infringe on my rights. They do so wrong and they don't want you to tell on them. I'm like, I'm not gonna tell on you as long as I don't see you hurting anybody. Now, because that's you, you'll have to deal with the city if a city official sees you. But yeah, some of them they know it and they still let the dogs just run wild. And then when you say you pull out your phone, it's like he's not gonna do anything. She's not gonna do anything. And I'm like, well, I don't know that, but with the leash, I feel a little bit more comfortable. So it's hump day, y'all. It's hump. I'm telling you guys. Like, what was it, yesterday or the day before? I said, like, enjoy every day of your week. I know that sometimes people kind of they're like, oh, today's Monday. Look, enjoy your Monday just like you would your Tuesday, your Wednesday, your Thursday, your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Because time flies so fast. Time flies so fast. And all summer, I talked about how it seemed like we were just saying Happy New Year, right? Happy New Year. Well, it's almost October. We're at the midpoint of September. And I think I've said that like every month since maybe June, talked about how time has flown by this year. And talking about how when we're kids, most of us, maybe not all of us, we want to grow up so fast. And you think about it, you're a child from birth to 17, technically. Well, I'll say until 18, technically. And Lord willing, you live a long life. So you want to grow up so fast in those 17 years where you hopefully have no responsibilities. Some kids do have a lot of responsibility, you know, put on them. But if you if life is good, okay, good for you, you don't have bills, you just have to obey your parents and your grandparents. You want to grow up so fast. And you should be like cherishing that time. So if anybody comes across here, any young person comes across this video, sometimes we have teenagers that come through here, sub teens. Cherish your time, enjoy that time. And then when you get 18, also cherish that time in college. Cherish those really, really early adult years. Because compare 17 to someone who's lived to be 60, to someone who's lived to be 70. They were an adult a whole lot longer than they were a child. And think back to that time when you were just like 10, 11. I know sometimes kids are in harsh circumstances. And yes, they do want to grow up and get out of those circumstances. I can truly understand that. But if things are kind of okay with you at home, besides the fact that we do have to obey parents and authority figures, Cherish that time. Focus on your schoolwork, you know, focus on friends, not too much because that's the time when you really start to learn who's a friend and who's not, what a real friend is and what a real friend isn't. And just be glad that you don't have to go to work every day. Cherish going to school. Hindsight is 2020. Be glad that if you have to get up at 6:30, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, whatever time you have to get up and be somewhere until 3 or 4 o'clock, be glad that it's school and not work. Now that said, I know that school is work. School is work and it's hard work, especially if you want to position yourself to be able to go on to college. It's hard work, but at least you don't have to pay bills. You know, you don't have to pay bills. The earliest you may have to pay a bill is, what is it, 15, 16, when you get your first job, and your parents may say, well, okay, you're going to be responsible for your cell phone bill. And Sonia says, Annie, hoping everything goes well. What's going on? Let's see. Uh, did I miss something? Okay, okay, okay. I don't want work interference. Okay, you're talking about Annie's daughter in the interview and everything. Yes, claim that job. Claim that job. Annie's daughter has an interview tomorrow, guys, and she will get the job. We're just going to say it. We're going to speak it into existence. She will get the job. We have to speak it into existence. We have to do that sometimes for ourselves, for our family, for our children, for our parents, for our siblings, for our friends. We have to sometimes speak it into existence. And guess what? If it doesn't happen, because I know a lot of times we say these things and they sound kind of like fairy tale, like really speaking into existence. Well, there's power in the tongue. Yes, yes. It may not happen then, and it may not happen the way you want it to happen, but still speak it into existence. God forbid if she doesn't get this job, maybe next week she'll have an interview for a better job. She'll have an interview for a better job. So you still have to speak it into existence. And we're claiming that she'll get this job. And by saying that, again, it may sound kind of fairy tale-ish to people, to some people, when you say speak it, claim it, but it's not. Because she's gonna A, get that job, or B, she's gonna get another job. You know. So right now she has this interview, and we're hoping that she gets this one. If not, she's already showed the determination because she's went out and sought this interview. So she will get a job, and she will get one that will allow her to be able to, study the way that she should. It also helps with anxiety. What is that, Sonya? That helps with anxiety. You mean um school? You mean school? Now, if that's what you mean, I agree with that. Sometimes y'all kids want to get to school just to get away from home. That's sad to say, but on a better side of that, or I guess the brighter side, you really can't say it's a bright side if it's a situation where home environment is not good. But because when things aren't good at home, you're stressed out. And the parents, whatever they may be going through, they may think that they're stressed, but the stress is more affecting the kids as well. So sometimes going to school is the bright point of each day for those 8 hours. What is it, 8 to 3, something like that, 3:30. So maybe in transit and back home for those 8 hours or so, you get away from the stress that's at home if you're having that stress, God forbid. And of course, when you're headed home, I know you're probably dreading it, but sometimes, just be glad. Be glad and be thankful. Because once you turn 18, most of us, by the time we were 18, acquired a bill or two. Whether it was your parents asking you to help pay one bill in the household, or if you're kind of independent, it may have been another bill. Could have been a medical bill or something. Oh my gosh, that car is so loud. Could have been a medical bill or something. Or, you know, and hopefully not a big medical bill, but it could be you weren't feeling good, came down, you had a bug, a flu, and you get a bill. If you're insured, great. If you're not insured, these hospital bills just for going to be checked out with the flu or a cold can be in hundreds of dollars. So then you find yourself having to pay that bill. Maybe. So that can be strenuous. That can be your first entry into adulthood as far as paying bills. So yeah. Oh my gosh, hold on, y'all. Oh my gosh, yeah, that car is so loud. Oh my goodness, y'all know you guys can still hear it. Oh my goodness, y'all, it's so funny because it's like I'm whispering. The car is loud as heck, and he's just stopped, and I'm whispering like I'm the one that's loud. I'm whispering as if that's going to make it better, and it's like he's just taking his time. Like, dude, can you? I don't know what he's doing. He's just sitting there. I don't know if he's waiting for someone to come out of a house, but that car is so loud. Hi, Mabel. Right. I don't want to see you all on judge you. Like, so sometimes it's just like you have to, just enjoy being a child, enjoy being a teenager. Shoot, I told mine, work if you want to, when they were teenagers. I was like, work if you want to, but just enjoy, you know, because even I didn't really give them a bill, but I let them, I filled them out. So I was like, just do what you want to do. Help with what you want to help with. If you want to pay a bill, I can give you a bill. I can assign you a bill. That's how my parents did. Or you can just help around the house. When there's something needed in the home, you see it. Don't let me have to say, pick up some Angel Soft, pick up some Bounty. Don't let me have to say that. If I see you doing those type of things without me requesting it, make sure there are garbage bags in the home. You know, you don't necessarily have to be assigned the water bill, the power bill, the cable bill. I said, you know what? Pay your phone bill or pay the portion of the phone bill that will be yours. So you do want to teach them some responsibility. Annie laughing, like, I was whispering because I'm like, he made me want to whisper. The car was so loud, and he was just sitting there, and it was as if he knew I was waiting for him to go. Like, dude, can you leave? That car is like loud. It's horrible. And it's just like because he looked at me and he could tell I was on the phone. And I know he could tell that his car is loud as all get out. So I'm in a really, really nice area. I don't know why, but he does it all the time. I think you guys have heard that car before. People trust me out with saying their dogs. Yeah, saying their dogs don't bite, Sonya. Crazy. He has a mouth. Shoot, humans bite if you push them. And he says she is working to pay for those expensive meals she wants to eat on the weekend. Okay, meal plan is Monday through Friday. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Wow. So if they don't allow them to use, what do they do, Annie? Do they swipe their card? Like, do they have a meal card and they swipe their cards? So why can't they use their meal plan on the weekend? Is it because they have to use it on campus and the campus is closed on the weekend? Okay. Hi, Mabel Torres. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. What time is it where you are, Mabel? Because usually when I catch you live, it's like 2 or 3 o'clock where I am in the States. So what time is it now? Is it Right now it's 8:26 Eastern time in on the East Coast, the Eastern states, Southeastern, Northeastern. But what time is it where you are, Mabel? Because whenever you go live, it's like 2, 3 a.m. for me. So if I get up and catch you, I say hello and I share you out. And I appreciate you for coming in here. Yes, Joshua, that's right. Hit that thumbs up and share if you don't mind. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that. It's free. It's free. It doesn't cost a penny. Sometimes YouTube will unsubscribe you. So I always check back to make sure you're still subscribed. Hold my doorbell down. Tap the doorbell and come on in. It's known as a YouTube notification bell. It'll let you know every time I'm live doing the Let's Walk and Talk. And it'll also let you know when I upload the shorts. Now, those shorts are funny to me because it seems like, I don't know, it seems like I see people's shorts, y'all, and I look at the short and it's comments on there from like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I'm like, why didn't I get the short 2 or 3 weeks ago? Why is it just now in my notifications? Evening walk, man. Where are you going? Just walking. I just got done exercising. So I do my evening cool down on here, Mabel. My cool down portion of my exercise is when I come on here and walk and talk. And we just talk about whatever. We talk about anything. Sometimes I don't even like the title with anything but walk and talk. Let's walk and talk. I try to come up with topics, but I just like to wing it. We can get on here and wing it. I really just want to come on here and tell you guys that whatever it is, you can do it. Whatever it is, you can do it. Whatever it is, if it's something that's, bothering you, you'll get through it. Whatever it is, you can do it. And whatever it is, if something's bothering you, you can get through it. Always be proactive in taking care of matters that are important to you. So I'm on here just to kind of during my cool down to motivate people to move first and foremost, to get up and move at least 15 to 30 minutes each day. Your body will appreciate it. Your mind will appreciate it. Your mind, body, and soul will appreciate it. Get up and move around. I like to say at least 30 minutes per day because it seems like when you say a set time, then you find literature that'll tell you, well, maybe not that long. And I understand the premise behind that. It's just to get people moving. But it used to be 30 minutes, flat out. Most people said 30 minutes. Now you have people saying 15 minutes. Well, think about it. The first 5 minutes, you're kind of warming up. And you may not be walking to exercise. You're just walking to move, to stay mobile, to stay, lubricated. You lubricate your joints. That's what movement does for your joints. But if you do it for 15 minutes, which is better than nothing, don't get me wrong, make sure that you do it briskly. Make sure it's a brisk walk. Make sure that the walk is brisk. Because the next thing they'll be saying is do it for 10 minutes. And then I'm going to say, okay, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. I just feel like 15 is the bare minimum. I feel like 15 is the bare minimum. Joshua says it's 8:27 in New York. Annie says, where are you, Sonya? 8:29 in the Philippines. Is that the Philippines, Mabel? What is that what you're saying? It's morning, 8:29. Okay. Okay. So we're 12 hours apart. Okay. Sonya says she's in Denver, Annie. I worked out 30 minutes today. I did my physical therapy session today. So have you started back going to your therapist, Sonya? Or did you just do your own physical therapy? Yes, I like to say 30 minutes. I honestly like it when I hear people say 45 minutes to an hour because, sometimes you get pushed for time and sometimes, you may not have the 45 minutes to an hour to do. So you will fall back into 30 minutes. So if you just kind of promote 30 minutes, then the first thing people are going to do is start to say 15. And next year, hear 10 to 15. And at that point, the medical professionals are going to just be like, you know what? Even if it's 5 or 10, just make sure you do something. But if you're down to saying do 5 or 10s, you need to definitely do a brisk walk, a brisk walk. But my my belief is that it's best to do it 30 minutes, 30 minutes. And if not, at least 15 to 20. 30 minutes. And if you just can't, at least 15 to 20. But that being said, also do what your body will allow you to do. Because sometimes, especially if you're not used to doing any type of walking or any type of cardio, sometimes you do have to maybe start out doing 5 to 10 minutes just to get yourself started, to get your body used to doing what you haven't been doing. So that being said, I always say at least 30 minutes. But if you have any type of medical condition or anything like that, always check with your healthcare provider, whether it's your nurse practitioner, your physical assist, your medical assistant, your doctor, your physicians, your physician's assistant. Always check with a medical provider. It can be a therapist. It definitely needs to be a doctor. But if you seek some type of therapy for an old injury that you've gotten before or something like that, you definitely need to have a community of people let you know what's good for you, what's good for the injuries and the things that you've gone through and the medical conditions that you have. But most medical people are going to at least say, if you can, at least 15 to 20 minutes, at least. So please do that. Please do that. Please do that. Sonia says, I do a 15-minute warm up. Some people can only do 15, depends on their health conditions. Exactly. That's why I always say, always check with your medical provider because I say 30, but I say bare minimum 15, 20 because it just depends on what you have going on. It depends on if you're rehabbing a knee, a hip, just things like that. If you have certain types of medical conditions, but most healthcare providers do want you to move because even if you have things going on, movement is the best thing for your body. You don't want to become stiff. You don't want to become stiff. We become stiff as we age anyway. So you want to do all you can to keep those limbs, lubricated, to keep that heart pumping and just keep that oxygen flow going really well. You want to take you some deep breaths in and out, in and out. You can do that throughout the day. You can do that when you're having a stressful moment. Just take you a couple of deep breaths in and out, 3 to 5 times whenever you're going through a stressful moment or whenever you just feel a little tired. Sometimes it's kind of to me like a yawn. You yawn when your body needs a little oxygen or you're just kind of sleepy, you're kind of out of it, your body yawns. So when you feel a little bit out of it, especially if you're working in an enclosed area, you don't even get to see the outside or see much, sunlight or all this kind of stuff, just take you some deep breaths in and maybe on your lunch, make sure you go outside or make sure you get to a window, open the blinds, so that you can see, so that you can at least get a little bit of daylight, especially now with time. I think what maybe a month and a half or so, time will definitely be turned back. We're going to fall back and it's going to get dark so much earlier. A lot of people will probably just be leaving their jobs, even if they work like a 8 or 9 to 5 job. It's going to be dark earlier. It may be dark on your way to the car. So, and you may work Monday through Friday. So always make sure that throughout the day, whenever you get a break, to just open your blinds. You know, if you don't have a window in your office or wherever you're working, go outside, stand outside the front, go to a break area if they have an outside break area. Get you some fresh air, get you some sunlight, get you some daylight. Because, when it's really, really cold, the sun kind of decides what it wants to do. So do that, move, 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 keep those joints lubricated, keep your mind, keep your mind fresh. Sometimes you need to get out of the cubicle or the office and just go and let the sun hit you. Kind of like when I say, let the cold water hit you in the shower. Sometimes people see the only daylight they see during the winter months or when they're on their way to work, or if they happen to be off, or whenever they're off on the weekend, or whatever day they're off, that's when they see it. Other than that, they're inside. And let's not even talk about the people who work 10 to 12-hour shifts. It's dark when they get up to go to work. It's dark when they come home for a couple of months anyway. Sonia says, my therapist recommended me to do 45 to an hour moderations. I moved to keep from getting stiff. Yes. Yep. And that's the goal. That's why I come on here. I do my exercise. Like I tell y'all, my warm up is my appetizer. My exercise is my entree. And this is my cool down. My dessert is my cool down. I'm just so all over the place when I'm exercising. I want to exercise on here, but I'm just doing so much stuff. I'm grabbing this, I'm grabbing that. I'm undecisive. Like, do I want to do these weights today? Do I want to do those weights today? So I said, you know what? I'll just come on here when it's time for me to cool down, it'll give me a chance to cool down, to chat with you guys, and to just, take a few deep breaths in and out, like I was just telling you guys to do. Sonia says, I remember when I was in my 20s and 30s, I would work out before work and afterwards. I have always been active until I ruptured my Achilles. Yes, and you know what, Sonia, that's a great way to get it out of the way too. Just get it done. As soon as you get up, just get up like 15 to 20 minutes earlier, 30 minutes earlier. Get your workout done and get out of there. Get out of there. Depending on what time you have to be at work and how long your commute is, try and get up like an hour earlier so that you can at least get your 45-minute workout in. I know people are like, "What? Work out, then go to work all day?" But I promise you, it's gonna help you. It's gonna make you over time. You will feel, rejuvenated. It'll give you more energy. It'll help you. It may not feel like it if you're just beginning, but it will help you. It'll help you sleep better. All of that stuff. It'll help you feel better. Help your metabolism. All of that. You go to work, but most times you end up developing a routine. Though you have to kind of stick with getting enough rest. When you get home from work, that's where meal prepping and stuff comes in. Meal planning, meal prepping. We don't always do it, and sometimes we end up stopping by that place, by that fast food joint, or someplace, even if it's not fast food. It can be an upscale restaurant, but you know what? Upscale restaurants don't serve the healthiest food either. So try your best to meal prep, or try to have meals that are quick and somewhat healthy. They don't all have to be healthy, but we can splurge and we can everything in moderation. But try to have the bulk of your meal, 80% of it be healthy, and try to kind of meal prep or have it so that it's something easy. Maybe if you don't live alone, you guys can take turns so that you can get off work. Sometimes you know how it is, y'all. When we get off work, we have to stop here, stop there. What's up, bro? What's up, Big Kane? I see those eyes. Sometimes you have to, stop by a place and then you get home. You want to kick your feet up. You want to look at something on TV for a minute. You got to get something to eat. And you need to be hitting that shower and getting in the bed. So we want to, it's like it's best to develop a routine. But now, if you're that type of person where you work, where you can work how you want to work, it's harder to develop those type of routines. I'm not going to lie to you. There's a lot of convenience in working from home, and there's a lot of convenience in working, making your own schedule. But I feel like when I was on a schedule where I had to be there 8 to 4, 8 to 5, I planned better. I planned, for other things throughout the day better. Big Kane says that's how the military does it. First thing in AM. Yes, yes. Big Kane says, ladies, look at him winking his eye. What's up, Big Kane? What you up to on this Hump Wednesday? Sonya says, I love meat preparation. Sonya says, hey, 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 Big Kane. Hey, hey. Sonya, were you in here yesterday? Yeah, I remember. Lord, my neighbor, some old alley cat. Y'all know I don't even like cats, right? But my neighbor's cat, y'all remember I told y'all he was walking across the yard, and then all of a sudden some strange cat started chasing him. So yeah, I thought it was over with. Y'all remember I said I didn't know if they wanted to make peace or make war. I didn't know if they was trying to get it on or get or get the scrapping. And y'all know, like 5 minutes before I got off the live, I heard they was getting it on, y'all. Y'all know I haven't seen my neighbor's cat all day. I have not seen my neighbor's cat all day. And I'm kind of ticked off. I'm kind of ticked off because y'all know I love lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. I don't really do the cats. But that cat is my neighbor's cat. I'm used to seeing that cat. So you get some strange bully that comes through here. I haven't seen my neighbor's cat all day. I'm like, I don't want to be nosy and go over there and say, hey, what happened? Like, y'all, those cats were getting down. They were over there scrapping. It didn't last long, but hey, it don't take long to get it on. And so I want to know, like, is he scratched up? Is he beat up? Is he bitten? Y'all, have you guys ever seen cats after a fight? They will bite each other's ears off, all kinds of stuff. Me too, Sonya. Sonya says, laugh out loud. I still meal prep like tomorrow. I already know I'm making stir fry. Yes, I was in here yesterday. I meant to say meal prep. I hope he's okay, y'all. I really do. Isn't that something? You think that you don't like something or you're not attached, and you really are attached. So he said she hopes it's okay. And it says, I hope it's okay. Me too, y'all, because I haven't seen her all day. Oh my gosh, I don't want to be nosy. I don't want to say, where's your cat? See, then, yeah, I'm whispering because I see the owner outside. Because then if I say, where's your cat? Then he's going to think it's okay for that cat to come over here and tinkle in my yard. Because y'all know how cats do. Cats and dogs do not like to do business where they lay. You know what I'm saying? They don't like to do it in their own yards because they got to smell it. They like to do it in the neighbor's yard. Oh, became. I was wondering. Well, see, I was wondering. What became? I thought they sound like they're like. I thought they sound like babies when they're mating. Am I wrong? See, I'm telling you, I don't know much about cats. I don't deal with cats. So that makes sense though. Big Kane says cats actually sound like they fighting when mating. See, I said that. I said that became. I said she was like, she was going to, cats are like scavengers. So I could see by her walk, she was going to see what was going on toward the corner of her house. Then next thing I know, she was beelining it back, and another darker cat was chasing her. And then, she ran up under the car or whatever. But I could tell by the other cat's actions that they were kind of staring each other down. So that's why I was asking yesterday. I'm like, I don't know if they're trying to get it on in a good way or if they're trying to get it on in a bad way. I just didn't know. But I have not seen her. I have not seen her. Okay, y'all, look, this might be a crazy question, but I'm not a veterinarian. So when they're in heat, if they've been spayed and neutered, do they even is heat a such thing for them? Right? Like I'm sure, I'm sure when a cat, I don't know, like when they've been spayed and neutered, do they still? Can they still? I don't know what happens. Like, don't judge me. Judge the veterinarian for not telling me. Like, what happens? So, okay, so if they've been spayed or neutered, I know they can't have, but they can't get it on either, Big Cane. Oh my God, that sounds frustrating. Because what if you're a little nice little girl cat and you run into a male cat? Because a lot of times owners let their cats out so that they can, cats gotta roam. Even though they're house pets, even if it's a house pet, they gotta get outside. So she runs into this big bad male cat and he wants to get it on and she can't, or vice versa. Y'all, I'm so confused. I'm see y'all. Kane, don't be leaving. You supposed to be in here dropping nuggets. You supposed to be here dropping nuggets because I want to know. So I know they can't reproduce, but I thought they could still get it on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Science, Science said he probably wore her out. She needs to get her rest on. Look, Sonya, I hope that's the deal. Because Big Kane done put something. He can put something on my mind now, and I'm hoping that that's what it is. I'm hoping that they had them a rendezvous, and she's just worn out today. But she needs to pop up tomorrow, and I'm gonna be looking and looking, being nosy. Like I said, I don't want to go over there and ask because if I go over there and ask, they may feel like, oh, so she loves little. I don't know her name. She loves little Kitty, so you know she won't be rushing. She won't be sending her out of the yard because y'all I ain't gonna lie to you. When they come over here in the yard, I'm like, skip, get. I get them out of the yard. So, and they hear me, but I don't want to ask and then have them feeling like it's all gravy. Keep her over there. Keep her over there. But I just want to make sure she's okay. I just want to make sure she's okay. Hey, Rochelle, welcome. Welcome to the live. We're talking about spaying and neutering cats. YouTube, this is lightweight, okay? This is lightweight. We're trying to figure some things out. I knew they procreate, couldn't create new little beings, but I didn't know if that they couldn't get it on. And Big Kane says no. I'm thinking he means they can't even get it on. I thought they get a little snip and they still, kind of like a man when a man gets a vasectomy or a woman when she gets her tubes tied. I thought they could still get it on. Sonny says, "Big K, I'm learning a lot tonight." Sonny speaking to Rochelle. Hey, 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 Rochelle. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Kane says they usually disappear for a few days when they go in heat. Okay, so she definitely wasn't in heat because I hadn't missed her. She's usually out there parlaying in the driveway, catching some sun. She's usually out there doing a thing. Sonya says, "Oh, this on the serious note, I hope she is okay." I do too, Sonya. I really do hope she is okay because I've seen, and I haven't seen much of that in the past few years, but I have seen like cats. Oh, I remember my brother and I was standing outside one day, y'all. One of my brothers, we were talking, and y'all, two cats said, "You," they came to us, and they was locking up, and they was separating. They all of a sudden they separated. I was just like shocked, and my brother was standing there like they getting down, and I was like, I jumped on his back. Yeah, I jumped on his back because I was like, what the hell? I was cussing. He was like, what you cussing for? I was like, I'm scared. He was like, they don't want you. They fighting. I was like, because if he bumps into me, he gonna, even if he doesn't bump into me, they throwing paws. They literally throwing paws and biting. I don't want to be in the way. I don't want to get it. BK says, yes, they do. Just don't get pregnant. Okay, so they can still. Okay, thank you, BK. Thank you. Look, I'm telling y'all, he's dropping nuggets. I didn't say how big the nugget had to be. I didn't say how little the nugget had to be. I didn't say how unexpected the nugget had to be. He's dropping nuggets over here, and that's what we do over here. We drop nuggets, and we pick nuggets up, and we go and we share those nuggets with other people. It's somebody else in this chat. It's somebody else that's gonna see this live that didn't know. When they got spayed and neutered, I'm like, can they still do the do? I know they can't get pregnant and can't, they can't procreate, but still, y'all, y'all, it's too funny. Right, can't right. Those claws raise a shark. Y'all, my sister, and she's not even afraid of them. She's been bitten. I think she stepped on his tail. I think she stepped on his tail. But we were little, so we really didn't know what happened. But like, I've never liked cats, domestic cats. And I think she stepped on one's tail in our backyard. He was a stray cat, so we had to take her. You had to get the series and stuff. Now and stuff. You don't know what they've been doing. So she he bit her. And then there was another one at a friend's house, a neighbor's house, and that cat bit my sister too. And I was like, geez, but she had the series, so she went and got checked. I can't really remember the outcome, but I know she was okay, but she had already been bitten. And then years later, um, another cat scratched her. So I don't know if they were allergic to her. I don't know, like if they just didn't like her. But when we became adults, there was this one particular cat that would always come to my mom's house. And whenever we were at our mom's house, this cat would only deal with my sister. And she was crazy about her though. Like that cat would rub all on her. And I'm like, you letting that cat get up on you like that? Because I'm thinking you've had like three experiences with cat. And you're gonna let this cat, and the cat was cute, y'all. But cute don't mean nice. But there are some cats that just look evil, and there are some that look like badass that don't mess with them, and then there are some that look sweet. And the cat was a sweet little cat. It was a little girl cat. She was sweet. And me and my mom, we would be like, why is she letting this cat rub all on her legs? Like the cat would just be so intrigued with my sister as she got the kids out of the car and all this stuff. And so we came to find out why. She had been feeding her. She was feeding her. She was feeding her. So, like when she got out of the car, she was jumping stuff out when she saw the cat. And I don't know if my sister just happened to do that one day, and so the cat started eating, or I think she was actually giving it, like dumping it off to her, giving it to her. So that cat fell in love with my sister. So I think the other times, I think she may have like accidentally stepped on the tail or stepped on their paw or something like that. But yes, became those claws are razor sharp, and I don't fool with them. They were fighting, and he was like, "They don't want you. They fighting." I'm like, maybe they don't want me, but those claws have no direction. They flying all over the place. They are flying all over the place. Y'all been on here an hour. I was supposed to be on for like 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Y'all know I'm on the free plan. I'm on the free plan. I don't try to use up all my time. I'm gonna get on here one day. I'm gonna stay on here all day and all night. They say they won't cut you off. They probably cut you off. That'll probably break a record. Like they'll probably cut you off. But yes, y'all, it is Wednesday. It's hump day. I hope that your week has been going well. I hope that you haven't let bothered people bother you. I hope you haven't been bothering anybody. I hope you've been doing all you can to remember we talked about self yesterday, self motivate, self encourage. You know, just lift yourself up sometimes because a lot of times we don't have others to lift us up. And sometimes we may have people in our lives who are supposed to lift us up, but maybe they don't. Maybe they don't feel like you need it. They always say, check on your strong friends. So sometimes people don't always know when we need a little uplifting or a little motivation. So when I come on here, I like to try to uplift you guys as well as myself because that helps me to uplift myself. Believe it or not, whenever you come across motivational speakers or people like that, or people like me who just try to come on here and be positive for the most part, sometimes we're doing that for ourselves as well, y'all. We're doing it for ourselves. So always surround yourself with people who will uplift you. You know what I say, peace, positivity, and prosperity. If there's no peace, there's chaos. If there's no positivity, there's negativity. And whenever you have a mixture of negativity and chaos, you don't prosper to your fullest potential, and sometimes you just don't prosper at all. So don't let bothered people bother you. Don't leave this app. Don't leave any app. Don't leave any job. Don't leave any place that you enter. Don't leave that place with more stress than you went with. If you have to do that, take a break, go watch something else. Go watch racing people racing cars. Go watch sports. Go watch a family channel. Go watch a gardening channel. Hey, Vaughn. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing, Vaughn? Vaughn's reality, y'all. Go over there and check out Vaughn. Go over there and check out Big Kane. Check them out. Check them out. Couple of content creators in this live. Who else was in here earlier? Joshua Gabriel. Y'all, please, please support positive content creators. Support them, support them, support them. It's free. If you come across this video, anything mentioned in this video is meant for educational, informative, and entertainment purposes only. We're only over here dropping nuggets. That's what we do over here at Lions Pride. In Lions Pride, we drop nuggets so that we can pick up nuggets. So if you come through here, drop a few nuggets for someone in the chat to pick up. I hope you guys have picked up some nuggets from me. I picked up nuggets from you. Big Kane taught us about cats, the spade and the neutering process. Because I was thinking like, I hope they can still get it on. So y'all, so come over here to have some fun. Come over here to enjoy yourselves. And then just do you. Do the things you need to do. Look at Big Kang and Vons. Big Kang and Vons, y'all better look. Y'all be tickling me. Y'all tickle me. The two of you tickle me. Y'all are so funny together. I love, love, love seeing Big Kane and Von's chat because I always know it's going to be a good time. Oh my God, look at Von. Von, don't do Kane like that. Sonya says, I'd rather be surrounded by a non-poisonous snake than a cat. Cats are crazy to me. Yeah, Sonya, and cats, cats, cats can handle a snake like nobody's business. So any animal that can handle a snake, that's an animal to be one afraid of, and that's an animal two to be respected. One, you need to be afraid of that animal, and two, you need to respect that animal. Look at Big King. Y'all look at Vaughn. Vaughn said, I like cats. Vaughn, we've been over here talking about if the cats have been spayed and neutered, we know they can't procreate. We know they can't, make new little babies, but can they still get it on? Can they still? I bet Vaughn looking like, I bet Vaughn got a crown. He be starring at Vaughn. Yes, they are sneaky, Sonya. They are sneaky. They're sneaky to me. To me, they're too smart. I know dogs are smart too, but it's just something about cats. It's something about a cat where I feel like how we can talk to ourselves. I feel like cats are manipulative and they can scheme and plan and talk to themselves. And with dogs, I feel like they're smart, but I don't feel like I'm gonna tell you like this. It's kind of like how do I say this without sounding? I don't want to sound crazy. Because sometimes people get offended by anything. Like sometimes people equate cats to women and dogs to men. And to me, that's kind of true. Women can be really, really manipulative and sneaky if they want to be. Some men can too. But I'm just saying, generally speaking, they can be manipulative and sneaky, conniving. Cross them and they'll start scheming on you. Dogs just kind of, they just react. You know what I'm saying? They just kind of get you. Yeah. They just kind of say, okay, I'm going to get you. But the cat can be just, you know, I think cats are like elephants. Their memories. I think they remember everything. I don't know if they're as forgiving. If they're as forgiving, I think dogs may be a little bit more forgiving. Of course, depending on the species of dog, depending on the type of dog, I think dogs can be a little bit more forgiving. I don't think cats are forgiving, unless you happen to come across a little sweet, nice cat. Vaughn says, I'm a little manipulative. See, cats are like women. Women can be manipulative. Not to say that men can't, but we're just speaking generally. And men, dogs seem to more react right then. Like when we see these dogs and I'm walking, I'm like, okay, if that dog sees you and he doesn't like you, bam, it's on. If that cat sees you and he doesn't like you, he may give you the mean mug, give you a mean eye, but he may not you know, just jump at you like the dog. The dog gonna be like, oh, he gonna be all over you. The cat might give you a minute to say, don't mess with me, I won't mess with you. Don't mess with me, I won't mess with you. Sonya says, I agree with you, Lines Pride. Bun says, but only when I want the hubby to buy something, I know he gonna say, yeah, I'm so crazy, Bun. Bun says, maybe that's why I like cats, but I like dogs too. Yes, it's like with cats, for me, I really don't like them. But I will say, as y'all see, as I'm concerned about the neighbor's cat, if I've seen them enough and enough to have grown somewhat attached to them, then then yeah, I guess you could say they fall in the category of being liked a little bit. Bond says, I think the cat might not want to. This answer was given to The answer was given to you, Bond. Yeah. Y'all, this cat and dog conversation is something serious. This cat and dog conversation can go a lot of different ways. This cat and dog conversation can get you in trouble. This cat and dog conversation can educate you. But I do, y'all. I really do. I feel like cats are like women and dogs are like men. Both can be smart, really smart. But I think cats can be more evil, more conniving, more, meaner. And again, that said, doesn't mean that men can't be that way. And it also doesn't mean that women can't be. Like, I feel like men kind of like, how like men are, if they get into it, they're going to fight and it's over. They may even become friends, kind of like we were when we were kids. But women, they're going to fight. But first, they're going to find think of all kind of crazy, sneaky things to do. And we may become friends later, but it's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute for that meanness to go away. But men just like, hey, let's get it on and get it over with, and bam, it's done. I feel like that's how dogs are, and I feel like that's how cats are. Vaughn says, honestly, I've never seen a cat hump anything. Yes, Vaughn. Vaughn says a manipulative woman is dangerous. She is. She really is. Hey, Spiky. Welcome, Spiky. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the live, Spiky. What you got up on this Wednesday hump day? What's the date to Vaughn? What's this? Is this your what is it? Mean Girls Wear Pink. Am I saying it right? Or women wear pink. What y'all? Vaughn has a day for Wednesday. And y'all, she loves Barbie. Vaughn loves Barbie. So it's something related to pink. And I cannot remember. And the reason I can't remember is because I just tried to say it. If I hadn't tried to have said it, I would know. I would remember what it is. Sonya said Siamese cat and skinless cat. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, you skinless. Sonya, do you mean the ones that have all their hair shaved off? Oh my God. Is that what you're talking about, Sonya? Those cats that have all their hair shaved off? Cause that's the scariest thing to me. Y'all, that is the scariest looking thing to me. Lord, you see what I'm talking about, Vaughn? See, we've been talking about being mean and evil and sneaking and conniving. And I said, what I said, mean girls wear pink on Wednesday. Vaughn says on Wednesdays we wear pink. Okay. See, get me straight, Vaughn. Don't have me out here putting out this false narrative. Don't have me don't let me put out this false narrative. Lord have mercy. I said Wednesdays, I said mean girls wear pink Wednesday. Where I get that from? It had to be because we've been talking about conniving, mean, evil people. Big Kane says, I got a stray cat that I feed. Oh, okay. I got a stray cat that I fed. I feed him so he run the snakes and rats away. Yes, yes, Big Kane. That's what a lot of people say. They say that it's good to have them around. Cause Sonya said she'd rather deal with a snake. Oh my goodness. Sonya, I think Sonya would rather deal with a snake, y'all. She'd rather deal with a snake. I don't know. I think I'd rather deal with a cat. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I'd rather deal with a cat because I'm gonna keep my distance. Now that being said, cats can be sneaking. They can sneak up on you because you can't even hear them walk. But a snake, that joker's on the belly, so you definitely can't hear him. You definitely can't hear him. Bond says I was trolling when I made it, but it works on YouTube. You can do this. It's good. Like Wednesdays, we wear pink. Like that can be for so much, though, Vaughn. Like the month of October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So you see what I'm saying? You can always make something positive. Just trying to turn it around. You was trolling. It doesn't mean you was trolling to be malicious. Sometimes you're just trolling to be silly or petty or to have some fun. But that being said, you can be like for October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. On Wednesdays, wear pink. Like throughout that month, I would say it's a good thing to wear pink, to wear the pink ribbon. But like every Wednesday, you could get on here and give some information about breast cancer awareness. Sonia says, yes, ma'am. They are scary. Yes, snakes are scary. Girl, shoot. You got the snakes like, ooh, and don't even talk about a two-headed one. Mm-mm. Snakes and serpents. They scary. They scary. They are scary. Big Vaughn says I'd rather the cat too. Big Kane says no snakes. We got some poisonous. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That oh yeah. I'm sure Big Kane. It's so funny how it's so nice and pretty down there. But I'm scared of whenever I come to Florida, I don't care what part of Florida it is. I'm like, are any alligators around here? Any snakes around here? I'm looking for dinosaurs. I'm looking for any type of reptile or amphibians. And I'm like, what's going on down here in Florida? Y'all don't play down here. I think that was the last spot for the dinosaurs. Sonya said, "Oh yes, Sonya, they do." Sonya said, "Cats always bring you something." And see, the one that I saw, I want to say the one that I said he is a stray. I haven't seen him a lot, but looks like I saw him once before last night, and it looked like he was carrying something. So, like Big Kane said, they're good for rats and snakes. So he had probably found something. They're scavengers. They go out and hunt. They go out and hunt just like their big brothers, the lions and tigers and stuff. The jaguars, they go and they hunt like cheetahs and leopards. They hunt. But Friday we used to wear red. Okay, so what was wearing red on Friday for, Sonya? What's up, Sugar Daddy? What's up, bro? Welcome to the live. Happy birthday. Y'all remember the day Sugar Daddy's birthday? Isn't it today, Sugar Daddy? SD1. SD1. Y'all go over there and check out SD1. Check out Big Kane. Check out Vaughn's Reality. Check out Spiky. Who else was in here? Uh, who else was in here? I just did a big shout out on my wall earlier today, like really early this morning. I think I got all of you guys. I think I did. Joshua Gabriel was in here. Rochelle came through. Annie. Um, who else? Cool Gamer. Cool Gamer came through here. I appreciate you guys. Mabel Torres. Y'all go over there and check out Mabel Torres, Cool Gamer, Joshua Gabriel. Y'all please support positive content creators. They don't get a lot of support in their chats sometimes, but I think some of us like it that way because you can kind of keep a handle on what's going on and you can just kind of, have good, nice, easy breezy conversation. And I'm just going to tell you like this. If you ever see anyone in this chat and you guys don't, hit it off, kind of bump heads wherever you go, just ignore each other. That's the best advice I can give anybody. When you see someone that you don't get along with, just ignore each other. You know, that's the best thing to do. Don't throw subliminals. Don't, try and be funny. Now that being said, sometimes people catch everything as a subliminal. Anything that you say, some people may take it as a subliminal. But I always reference this. When you're with your mate, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or whatever, your husband, your spouse, you guys can get mad at each other and probably walk around the house 2 or 3 days right there in the same house and don't talk to each other, right? So is it not easy to, if you see someone in this chat and you don't get along with them, just ignore them? If you can ignore someone that you've been living with, that you share a home with for 2 or 3 days because you are mad with each other, you're not speaking, then when you see somebody that you don't get along with on an app, just do the same. Do the same. The connection is not as strong. Do the same. Like, try to get along with everyone you come in contact with, but everybody's not always going to get along. We're human. We're human. That being said, things don't have to always be so mean, nasty, and ugly. You know. Let's see. What's happy birthday? Vaughn says happy birthday, SD bro. Oh, not the snake, but those dang cats. Sugar Daddy says I'm watching a guy eat gator meat as we speak. They say gator meat is good. Is it good, Big Kane? I know you had some of that gator meat. Vaughn says, I do. Sugar Daddy says, thank you, Vaughn. Sonya says, I was in Florida back in 2011. I was watching every step I made, trying not to come across an alligator. I know, right? Vaughn said, it's fun just talking to people. Yes, it is. It is. It is. I, look, Vaughn, look, sometimes it's the phone. Sometimes it's the phone. It's the phone, little sis. Sometimes it's the phone. Sonya says, I think it has something to do with the military. Okay, red on Fridays. Okay, Kane, what's with the red on Fridays? Was it a certain month, Sonya? The red on Fridays? Big Kane says, Sonya, trust me, you won't step on a gator. What's that? Yeah, I need to go. See what I'm saying? Talking about in Florida, when Sonya, when I'm in Florida, I'm looking at every step I make. I just heard a cat again, and I'm around here looking like bent over like a little old lady, peeping around the corner, looking around the mulberry bush. Vaughn laughing at Big Kane. Vaughn says she'll stab a gator. Vaughn, you're a brave one. You're a brave one because those gators are fast. Salty, okay, salty Big Kane. He says it's salty. Look at Vaughn with the knife in the gator. Sonny says SD1 Williams. I first had a taste of alligator at Papa Do's Seafood Kitchen. It was okay, but your husband liked it. Is it kind of okay? Big Kane says it's salty. Okay, so Sonya, was it salty to you? Is it kind of plain? I've heard people say that it's kind of plain. And then I've heard people say that it tastes like chicken. But y'all know some people say everything tastes like chicken. They real fast, Ron. They are fast. Yeah, some people say everything tastes like chicken. Sonya, nice Caribbean dish. Oh, okay. He's eating a Caribbean dish. SD. Yes, alligators are fast, y'all. They are. But I'm about to get out of here, y'all. I'm about to get out of these wet clothes. Y'all know I worked out for like 45 minutes before I came on here, and now I've been on here for an hour. So I need to get out of these wet clothes. We grown folks on here. Women, get out of your workout clothes. Don't stay in those clothes too long. Men, get out of your workout clothes. Don't you stay in those workout clothes too long either. We grown around here. Y'all get out of those wet clothes. Don't stay in those wet clothes. When you go swimming, don't stay in those wet clothes. When you get off the beach, take your butt in there, take off them clothes. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming into this live. We had fun in here today. And for anybody coming across this video, nothing in this video is meant to be professional advice. It's fun, educational, informative, and entertainment purposes only. So any kind of health information that I've given you, speak with your healthcare provider first. Don't start any exercise routine or anything like that. Always speak to your healthcare provider. We're just dropping nuggets over here, nuggets to help each other. We are each other's keeper. And if you don't feel like that, find someone to make you feel that way. Find someone that you can be close enough to that you can feel like you are your brother or your sister's keeper. Because you want someone to be your keeper. You want someone to have your back sometimes. Sometimes it's just somebody to confide in. Sometimes it's just coming on here and having a general conversation. If you've had a bad day, you just want to have a general conversation about the silliest. No question is, well, I ain't gonna say no question is a stupid or crazy question. But sometimes that's when things get fun. Sometimes asking the stupid questions, if someone labels a question as stupid, sometimes that's when we start to have the most fun, when we ask stupid questions. All right. All right. So if nobody has told you this today, motivate yourself. It doesn't harm or hurt you to motivate yourself. Sometimes we don't have someone around to motivate us. And sometimes we can have a million people around us and they still don't motivate us. So that being said, it's nice to have that friend, but lift yourself up. Self-care, self-motivation, self-encouragement, self-respect. Guys, I will see you on the next live, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you for spending some time with me because you didn't have to do that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next Let's Walk and Talk Live. Bye, y'all. Anybody going live, I'll come through there and say hello, hang out, and see what y'all got going on. But it might have to be within the next hour because I got to get in here, shower, and get me something to eat. Bye, y'all. Bye, Sonya. Bye, Vaughn. Bye, SD1 Bro. Bye, Big Kane. Cool Gamer. Rochelle. Who else? Was Tamika in here today? I don't remember if Tamika was in here today or not. But again, I think I shouted most of you guys out on my community wall. If I didn't, I will definitely do so on the next live. Spiky. That's who I'm missing. Y'all go over there and check out Spiky, Vaughn, Became. Everybody I mentioned, if I forgot you, it was not intentional. Joshua Gabriel, Cool Gamer. Annie came in, always supportive. Rochelle. I think that's it. Thank y'all. I appreciate you guys. See y'all later. Bye, y'all.